customized to the categories you choose. The WYMT News app, powered by Appalachian Wireless.
Coming up on Mountain News this morning, one Eastern Kentucky man is hailed as a hero after saving another man's life. And people across the Commonwealth take part in an annual tradition celebrating their faith.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. The time is about 5:32. Dakota is off this morning. I'm Keaton Hall. Let's toss it over to Evan Hatter, who's with us this morning.
Good morning, Keaton. Yes, we've got quite a bit of wet weather across portions of the mountains, and the issue is we've got more on the way, and that could lead to some strong to severe thunderstorms around the mountains a little bit later on today. Outside right now, London Corbin Airport. Well, you can't see the roads or the runway there very easily, but you can see the lights reflecting off of it, indicating that, yes, we've had some rainfall. 63 right now at LOZ. Right now in downtown Whitesburg, all is quiet down Main Street, also sitting at 63. Notice the dew point's also at 63, so it's a mild morning, it's a muggy morning, and we're already seeing visibility below 10 miles. It's going to be one of those you have to watch out for the fog in certain places this morning. Low to mid 60s area wide. We will continue to see mild air this afternoon, or this morning into this afternoon. So used to the evenings, right? Into the southern parts of Wayne County, West Virginia, seeing some heavier rain right now, some steady rain from Louisa down to Paintsville over to West Liberty, even into Sandy Hook at this hour. Everything moving off to the north and east. This is associated with the warm front that's pushing on out of the region, but it's going to help us warm up a little bit later on today. So that bus stop forecast this morning, going to be wet in some spots. We're in the low 60s, and this afternoon, clouds and showers and storms move in. We're back in the mid 70s. I'll have the details on what threats to look out for and when those storms move in coming up in just a few minutes. Keaton?
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Evan. Car Fire Tuesday spread stories of a local hero after one Elkhorn City man stepped in to pull another from a fire-filled scene. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more about the rescue on Russell Street.
It was just another quiet day on Russell Street.
And then all of a sudden I heard an engine revving up, wide open, and then it went boom, and I heard a big explosion.
An explosion that brought neighbors to a smoky scene, not knowing what to expect. A car stuck on the roadside, burning quickly.
Guys, there was somebody in there. Windows were up for so long, I just knew whoever was in there had suffocated.
With some trying to extinguish the flames, but too much smoke to see through, a gust of wind carried in a breath of fresh air.
Finally, when that smoke cleared and I seen a human moving, I mean, it was just like a weight lifted off of my shoulders that I knew there was somebody to save.
Which is what he did. Seeing the signs of life and recognizing the driver, Justin Quisenberry pushed through the heat to help.
And I said, hurry, come to me. I said, you're on fire, get out of the car. And he didn't have any energy, and he just fell down in the passenger seat. So I reached over inside under his arms, and I pulled him up out of the car.
He says it was just second nature.
You can't think, you have to act, because every moment that you're stuttering and thinking, and if you get scared and let fear take you over, every bit of those seconds is taken away from that person's life.
And while some are calling him a local hero,
it was amazing. But he put his own life in danger too.
He says it was something bigger than him.
It was a miracle of God that he made it, for sure.
Fighting through the flames. In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Officials say the man involved in the crash is safe thanks to Kessenberry and is now recovering from home. Thursday was the annual National Day of Prayer, and Eastern Kentuckians recognize the tradition from Barberville to Pikeville. Yesterday in Pikeville at the City Park, people of all faiths gathered to offer prayer. In keeping with the tradition of the day, members of the government, the military, and the business community, as well as other public institutions, were recognized by faith leaders from the Big Sandy.
A visible witness to the community of people coming together to pray for a common purpose and a common cause and things that are concerns on all of our hearts.
National Day of Prayer events were held all across the mountains, including right here in Hazard. Students gathered at North Point Academy yesterday to participate in Pike County Special Olympics. WYMT's Jordan Mullins was there as students, faculty, staff, and administrators returned to Olympic action after 2 years away due to the pandemic.
On Thursday, the Pike County School District hosted their Special Olympics.
Having a good time, enjoying some beautiful weather. You know, it's close to the end of school, so what a better way to end off our school year with some great field time with some great kids.
Inviting special needs students across the county, with Pikeville and Jenkins Independent Schools also turning out to have some fun while also competing.
You're also going to see them competing, and they love to compete. Everybody loves to compete, and it's just really a fun time for them.
Back together again after 2 years without the county Special Olympics.
The pandemic, I mean, obviously it's knocked our students out of so many things, and this is one of those programs, and one of the programs that I've really truly missed over the last 2 years.
Also inviting Jobs for American Graduates, or JAG, members from several of the county's high schools to help out.
This is just as much fun to the JAG students as it is to the special needs students. It's fun for all of us. Who we're trying to kid. It's fun for all of us.
Providing students from all walks of life an opportunity to get together and have some fun.
Superintendent Adkins said it was also great to see Pikeville Independent and Jenkins Independent Schools at yesterday's event and working together with the Pike County School District. People in Knott County are getting ready for Derby weekend in their own way with the Knott County Trail Ride. Riders from across the area have made their way to the Mine Made Adventure Park to enjoy the trails on horseback. Volunteers with the Appalachian Horse Project have taken the opportunity to hide kindness rocks along the trails. Painted rocks that are meant to inspire kindness and horse conservation.
And for people to have fun, to find it, oh look, this is really cute, keep it, re-hide it. They've got our hashtag on the back of it. They can find us on social media.
Those that turn in kindness rocks can expect a small prize, and they're encouraged to re-hide the rocks afterwards. Later this year, Horse Mania will return to Lexington. It first started in 2000 when 79 creatively designed horses hit the streets. In 2010, for the World Equestrian Games, more were brought to life. And now artists will do it again in 2022. One horse will stand out, not for its design, but rather for the story it will tell about a woman that grew up in Hazard, who bravely fought breast cancer, but never let it dull her spirit or just how amazing she was. Amber Philpott reports.
Getting ready.
On a chilly Kentucky morning, a prized horse needs moving on this farm. People stand back to get a glimpse. Others make sure to get a photo. But this horse isn't what you might think. It's not headed for pasture, rather the studio. Amazing April is the horse's name, but her story doesn't begin here, rather with that of a woman who touched many lives.
She was the strongest, coolest woman I've ever met.
Di Boyer isn't shy about the love she has for her best friend, who she met in 2010 as a co-worker.
This girl with the wild hair and the wild spirit and the joy, we just connected. And so over the last 12 years, it was truly one of those magical friendships.
Boyer considered April Neese like a sister, so when her friend described some discomfort in her chest, Boyer urged her to get a mammogram. She remembers April balking at the idea.
Like, I'm too young for a mammogram. I'm only 38. You know, I'm too young. And I just had a physical. I'm fine. Well, I didn't let it go.
That urging led to the discovery of stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. Boyer watched her vibrant and lively friend battle the disease for 7 years with grace and dignity. April became an avid supporter of other women in their journey, but sadly lost her own battle in November. Her legacy of loving and inspiring others will live on in a very public way. Boyer, who works for Lex Arts, knew how much April loved the Horse Mania horses. An idea to give back and create Amazing April was born.
This project really, truly is a labor of love, but it's a labor of joy because it was endorsed by her.
Enter another dear friend to April, Paula Kingsolver.
I met April my freshman year of college. There were a small group of us. Well, we were all in the same sorority together. We were Kappa Deltas at Georgetown College. Even after we graduated, we continued to be very blessed with a really strong friendships. And I think that's pretty rare to have a 30-year friendship.
It's pretty evident the impact April had on her friends and family, so it wasn't shocking that 125 donors stepped up to make Amazing April possible, a stunning realization of just how loved April was by those around her. Her longtime friend and elementary school art teacher was selected as the artist.
It's been pretty emotional. It's been an honor and a privilege, and also very humbling because I've never done a project quite like this before.
Amazing April is covered with 125 different jockey silks representing each of the donors and what April meant to them. Kingsolver invited those closest to April to join her in creating the horse, a bit of connection through art for all involved.
I think just every time anybody sees it, they're just going to get a little peek into her heart and soul, which is just incredibly emotional and incredibly healing at the same time.
The finished product, beautiful, bold, and meaningful.
This is the ultimate gift because this is going to inspire others.
Just like the life April Neese lived that made her amazing in the eyes of so many. Amber Philpott, WYMT Mountain News.
The amazing April horse will be permanently placed at the St. Joseph East Cancer Treatment Center, a lasting gift from April's family and friends to continue to inspire others in their cancer journey so that they may fight as bravely as she did while getting treatment there. Just ahead this morning, a beloved festival down in the Big Easy makes a return after a 2-year hiatus. That's on the way next.
But first, showers and storms are rolling back in, and some could be strong to severe. The latest breakdown is straight ahead.
After an injury, you may be thinking, well, I'll just pass. But that pain can last for a lifetime, and a lifetime is a long